Hi all, my name is Sarika Tulsiani, and in this video we are going to talk about probability basics. So before you watch this video, I would recommend you to watch all the series of permutation and combination so you are clear with the concept of PNC. And once you're done with that, you can start with this video. Now let's understand what is probability. Suppose if I tell you what is the probability that a car will fly. Okay, very random example, very stupid example, I know, but if I ask you what is the probability that a car will fly? Can a car ever fly? Your answer is no. So in this case, you know that this is never going to happen. So the probability that a car will fly is 0. Okay, the probability that a car will fly is 0. I give you another example. Suppose if I tell you I toss a coin. Okay, I toss a coin. What is the probability that I get a head or a tail? What is the probability I get a head or a tail? Now understand, when I toss a coin, I am either going to get a head or I am going to get a tail. There is no other option, right? Head मिलेगा या तो tail मिलेगा, कोई third option है ही नहीं. That means the probability that you get a head or a tail is 1. This 1 means 100%. Means this event is definitely going to occur. This 0 means 0%. Means this event will never occur. So your probability always lies between 0% to 100%. Or if you talk about numbers, your probability is always between 0 and 1. It cannot be less than 0. It cannot be more than 1. If you are sure that an event is going to occur, the probability is 1. If you are sure that an event will never occur, your probability is 0. Okay? And the rest of it lies between 0 and 1. So this is what probability means. So if you go to the actual definition of probability, it is specified as the desired events upon total number of events. Probability means the desired events upon total number of events. Now we'll see a few examples so that your concept of probability will be clear. Now let's look at a few examples. Suppose if I tell you, I toss a coin again. Okay? I toss a coin. I ask you, what is the probability that I get a head? What is the probability that I get a head? Now as per the definition we know, a probability is the desired events upon total number of events. Now when I toss a coin, what happens is, I will either get a head or I'll get a tail. So what are the total number of events? The total number of events are 2. How many times can you get head? You can get head only once. So your probability becomes 1 by 2, or which is nothing but 50%. So your 50% is between 0 and 100. So this is correct. So also if I ask you what is the probability that I get a tail? My total number of events are 2. I can get only one tail. So my probability again becomes 1 by 2. Correct? Now suppose if I tell you, I roll a dice. Okay? I roll a dice. What are the possible events? I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? My question to you is, what is the probability that I get a number 3? I should get 3 only. Now the total number of events are 6. In how many 3s do you have? You have only 1 3. So there is only one way in which you can get a 3. So this will become 1 upon 6. That is your answer. If I ask you what is the probability that I get an odd number? In how many ways can I get an odd number? See, I have 1, I have 3, I have 5. There are 3 ways. 1 भी हो सकता है, 3 भी हो सकता है, 5 भी हो सकता है. So there are 3 ways. Upon total number of ways are 6. So your answer becomes half, 1 by 2. Also if I tell you what is the probability that I get, let's say, a prime number. Okay? My total number of events are 6. How many prime numbers do you have? Please understand, 1 is neither prime nor composite. Don't consider 1. You can have 2, you can have 3, you can have 5. There are 3 options for prime numbers. So this will become 3 upon 6. 3 upon 6 again becomes 1 by 2. So that becomes your answer. Let's say I have a pack of cards. I have a pack of cards which has 52 cards. My question is, what is the probability that I get a queen? Okay? Total number of cards are 52. I want a queen. How many queens are there? There are 4 queens. So my numerator will be 4. 4 upon 52 is nothing but 1 by 13. So this is how you solve the sums on probability. So this is the concept of probability. Now let's look at the next concept. Replaced and not replaced. This is a very common type of question which is asked in your probability. Now let's understand what do you mean by replaced and not replaced. Let's say, suppose if I tell you, I had a bag which had 6 white balls, okay? And let's say 3 blue balls. You had 6 white and 3 blue balls. My question to you is, let's say I pick the first ball and then I pick the second ball. I'm not picking the 2 balls together. Please understand. I pick up the first ball, then I pick up the second ball. What is the probability that both the balls are blue? Okay, both the balls are blue. Question is, the ball is replaced. The question is, the first ball is replaced. Now what does this mean? First understand, you're picking ball by ball. You're picking it one by one. Okay? So let's talk about the probability. Total how many balls were there? Total 9 balls were there. देखो actually होता क्या है? This is 9C1. I have 9 options. I select 1. So it is 9C1, which is nothing but 9 only. तो इसलिए हम उसको 9C1 नहीं लिखते हैं, हम उसको directly 9 लिखते हैं. ठीक है? I want both the balls to be blue. How many blue balls did I have? I had 3 blue balls. So out of the 3 blue balls, I pick 1. So we know 3C1 is 3. So this is my first part of the question. Into, now they are saying the first ball is replaced. Replaced means what? मैंने एक ball उठाया, it was blue, I kept it back. Understand, I had a bag of 9 balls, I picked up a ball, it was blue, I keep it back. Now total how many balls do I have? Earlier I had 9 balls. Again I am going to have 9 balls only because I am putting it back, right? Now they are saying the second ball should also be blue. Now how many blue balls do I have in the bag? Again I have 3 blue balls. So this will be 3 only. So this will become 1/3 into 1/3. So your answer will be 1 by 9. Okay, your answer is 1 by 9. The same question if not replaced. How will your answer change? Let's understand. देखो, probability. Total how many balls did you have? You had 9 balls. Okay? So this is 9 or 9C1. I picked up the first ball. It was a blue ball. How many blue balls did you have initially? You had 3 blue balls. So your numerator will be 3. Now it is not replaced. They are saying the first ball is not replaced. Not replaced means what? I picked up a ball. It was blue. I throw it out. मैंने एक ball उठाया. It was blue. I throw it out. How many balls are remaining now? 9 थे. एक फेंक दिया. So I have 8 balls remaining. Understand? I have 8 balls remaining. I want the second ball also to be a blue ball. I picked up one ball. It was blue. I threw it out. Total 3 था. एक चला गया. How many balls are remaining now? Blue balls. There are only 2 balls remaining. So your numerator will be 2. So this will become 1 by 3 into 1 by 4. So your answer will be 1 by 12. So your answers are different. Okay? So this is the concept of replaced and not replaced. If you want to remember in a simple manner, how will you remember? Replaced मतलब putting back. Okay? Replaced मतलब putting back. You're keeping it back in the back. And not replaced means not putting back. Okay? not replaced means not putting back. So if you remember these two conditions, you can solve quite a few questions of probability. Okay, now let's look at the next concept. The next concept is conditional probability. Now what is conditional probability? Understand. It is represented this way. Probability that event A will occur provided B has already occurred. This is how you read it. जो भी denominator में रहता है, that event is already occurred. What is the probability that event A will also occur? So you read it as probability that A will occur, ठीक है, provided B has occurred. B has occurred. ठीक है? So the formula for this is given as probability of A intersection B upon probability of B. Simple logic. B has already occurred. You want A also to occur. ठीक है? B हो चुका है. You want A to occur, so it will be intersection upon probability of B. I'll give you an example. Let's say I have three people. I have, let's say, Sachin, I have Saurabh, and I have Dravid. ठीक है? The probability B or the event B is Dravid is last. ठीक है? I want the probability that, what is the probability that Saurabh is first? ठीक है? Saurabh is first. We know that Dravid is already last. So see, there are three people. You have to arrange them. There are three people. You have to arrange them. Now, in how many ways can you arrange them? Let's understand that first. So let's say S1 is Sachin, S2 is Saurabh, and D is Dravid. This is one way. Then you can have S1, Dravid, S2. Or you can also have, let's say, if I fix Saurabh, I can have Sachin and Dravid. Or I can have Saurabh, Dravid, Sachin. Or I can also have Dravid, Sachin, Saurabh. Or I can have Dravid, Saurabh, Sachin. These are all the possibilities. But I am telling you what, we have to focus on which possibility. Event B is Dravid is last. So you have to focus only on those events where Dravid is last. So Dravid is last here and Dravid is last here. So we are only going to talk about these two cases. Now what, so understand, so if I ask you what is the probability, what is my denominator? Denominator is what? Probability B has already occurred. B क्या है? That Dravid has to be last. So there are two possibilities. So 2 becomes my denominator. What is condition 1? Condition 1 is Saurabh is first. Saurabh is denoted by S2. Saurabh is not first here, but Saurabh is first here. So there is only one case. Total cases were 2. उसमें से one case justifies this condition. So your answer becomes 1 by 2. So this is basically an example of conditional probability. I hope this is clear. Now let's look at a basic question. What does it say? A number is selected from the first 50 natural numbers. What is the probability that it is a prime number? You have to select one number from first 50 natural numbers. Okay? So if I ask you, what are my total number of events? My total number of events is 50 because I have to select one number from first 50 natural numbers. What is the probability that it is a prime number? Okay, you should know how many prime numbers are there in the first 50 natural numbers. There are 15 prime numbers. Suppose if you don't know, let's write them down. So your prime numbers start with 2. It does not start with 1. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47. Okay? So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 15 prime numbers. So my numerator becomes 50. So this is what? 5 3s are, 5 10s are. So your probability becomes 3 by 10. Okay? If I ask you what is the probability that it's a composite number? This was for prime, this is for composite. Now what do students do? There are 50 prime numbers. They subtract this 15. So they say the answer is 35 by 50. This is wrong because in these 35 numbers they are considering 1 also. But we know 1 is neither prime nor composite. So it will not be 35. It will be 35 minus this number 1. So it will become 34 upon 50. There are 34 composite numbers. So 34 upon 50 will become 17 by 25. So this is how you approach the problem. Now let's look at one more problem. What does it say? A box contains 15 apples, out of which 3 apples are spoiled. So you have 15 apples out of which 3 are spoiled. Find the probability that, first question, 2 apples picked, both are spoiled. 2 apples picked, 1 good, 1 spoiled. 2 apples picked, both are good. So these are 3 different questions. So let's understand. Because you have 15 apples, out of which 3 are spoiled. So if there are 3 spoiled apples, can I say there are 12 good apples? Okay? 3 are spoiled, 12 are good. Find the probability that 2 apples picked, both are spoiled. Probability that both are spoiled. Now what will be your denominator? Understand, out of 15 apples, you are picking 2 apples. So it will be 15C2. Okay, you are picking 2 apples. You want both of them to be spoiled. Total spoiled apples kitna hai? 3. So out of these 3 only I am picking 2 apples, right? Because I want both of them to be spoiled. So my numerator will be 3C2. So this value will become 3. 15C2 will be 15 into 14 upon 2 into 1. 2 ones are 2 sevens are, 3 ones are 3 fives are. So your answer becomes 1 upon 35. See, calculation is an easy part. You just have to understand what will come here. Next question is, 1 should be good, 1 should be spoiled. So let's talk about that. Again, my denominator is going to be 15C2 only. But I want 1 to be good and 1 to be spoiled. How many good apples do you have? You have 12 good apples. So that will be 12C1. Into, you want 1 spoiled apple. Dekho, I want 1 good and I want 1 spoiled. Whenever there is an and, you will multiply. Okay? I want 1 spoiled apple, so 3C1. So you can simplify this and calculate your answer. Now let's talk about the C part. The C part says both the apples have to be good. Both of them have to be good. Dekho, so my denominator will be 15C2 only because I want both the apples to be good apples. They are saying they have to be good. How many good apples do you have? You have 12 good apples, out of which you're going to pick 2. So your numerator will be 12C2. How to calculate this? I have explained in the basics of permutation combination. So you can have a look at that chapter as well for the calculation part. But this is your answer. So in this video, we have seen the basics of probability and solved a couple of simple questions. In the next video, we'll be solving a few more problems on probability so that your concepts are completely clear. If you want me to make videos on certain specific topics, please do mention them in the comment section below. And if you like the video, if you found it to be useful, please do like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.